What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play today. I've got some more, Hearts of Iron 3, their finest hour, playing as German Empire. This is the World War I mod. Last episode, we ran into a couple of troubles. You can see the Japanese have actually invaded Norway here, taken a bunch of my territory up there, basically cleaned me out. Simultaneously, we had the British invade over here in Brittany. And I've got like crazy stacks over here, but we should be able to fight that off. I just noticed one other thing. Okay, I've got a submarine that's all the way out here in the Atlantic. Pack of 3 U-boats just chilling, trying to take out some merchant stuff from the USA. USA has now joined the war. Canada as well. Most of South America. If I go to the diplomacy tab, is there anyone that I might be able to invite to my faction? Argentina's headed towards us. Not quite yet. Tibet, Yemen. We're currently winning the war, though, overall. 36% compared to 33% of all victory points, so doing pretty good. That leaves about another third in the world that have remained neutral through the conflict. You can see Ottoman Empire over here has really been kicking ass and taken a lot of the British holdings in India, Middle East, etc. Persia, I think we were working on trying to sway them, influence their nation. We'll do that. They're already all the way over here ranked towards the Central Powers, so we'll keep an eye on them. That diplomatic influence will not last very long since they've already aligned towards us pretty much. So let's go ahead and unpause it. Bump the speed up a little bit. I've got a shitload of convoys and transports that are being built, as well as finishing up some bombers. Chemical weapons factory, I forgot about that. Yeah, well, we've queued that up as well. You can see production-wise, I don't really have a lot. Only 14 IC right now in production. And we're going to make sure that the consumer goods don't get too low. There we go. Which is okay, because now I've got about 40 in production, so I've at least got something going there. Position scouted, of course. The British Air Force has been manhandling us all campaign. Upgrades I could bump down a little bit. Reinforcement I'll bump up a little bit. I've got shitloads of manpower to throw at this invasion, so that is one thing where I've been just kicking ass all campaign is on land. As far as sea and air goes, not so much. It's currently June 1931, and so what does that leave us? Only, I think, 4 or 5 more years left in this campaign, so we're coming up on the end of the German campaign. Lend-lease request from Bulgaria. We're going to decline that for the moment just because I need my IC. Okay, guys? I need my IC. Especially if we're dealing with the British right now. Yeah, it looks like we're fighting them back. You can see I've got crazy stacks again. If I go to Bitburg HQ, yeah, over 1 million men chilling there. Also going to put a objective back onto Norway there. Maybe we could take our territory back. I don't know. It's pretty rough to keep it supplied, especially with the British Navy right there. Okay. Go back to production really quickly. I'm apparently wasting some IC somewhere along the line. 1379, 14. God, why do the consumer goods keep going up? It's kind of nuts. I do at least have convoys and transports now. Convoys and, escorts that have been built. So we need to pick some new production, don't we? We do. I think with the surplus of manpower at the moment, I've got 1,800. When we finished fighting the main Western Front battle, we had, I think it was down to like, what was it, like 500 or something crazy like that? So, something we can afford to do. I'm going to make, I can't. I'm going to produce some stormtroopers. Okay, that's all we're going to, there's like a force limit on those. And then infantry. Give them some artillery as backup. You get that combo bonus of 5%. Cool. 6 new infantry divisions. Actually, we'll make that 7. Still brings me down to only about 1,600 manpower overall, but that's okay. That's still a lot for us right now. And those guys are going to be under automatic deployment. So once that convoy finishes, and then once the chemical weapons factory finishes out too, then I'm going to turn off the automatic deployment so I can sort of strategically place those new infantrymen. Uh-oh. We've got a small breakthrough by the British in the south. If I go here to Munich HQ, I'm going to give you the objective of Brest as well. Just come on in and help on the southern flank, please. Yikes, that's scary. We've stopped our diplomatic influence on Persia. And you've got sort of guys running back and forth here in Denmark. Yeah. And the Japanese continue to be dickholes over here in Norway. Sweet. We had taken a little bit of territory back with a cavalry unit that was running around like a chicken with his head cut off, basically. Go back to production. Bump up my supplies. Gotta make sure the men are properly supplied there. Okay. Now, if the Americans come over and join this fight, we are kind of screwed. We are winning these battles up here in the north, though, it looks like. A lot of them, at least. Grinding that manpower down, you can see it really trickling down now. Okay, I'm going to turn off the automatic deployment. Bump supplies down just a little bit. That's fluctuating wildly right now. We have over 200 IC to distribute, so. Okay, we are putting up a good fight, though. You can see now the British have expanded their invasion from sort of just the Brittany area. They are pushing through to the rest of France. Only 267,000 men as far as Munich HQ goes. I'm going to take that objective off of Rome so we can throw a couple extra 100,000 men into the battle. And then let's double check on Kingdom of Italy, though. Make sure they're not headed too far towards the Allies. Yeah, they're still sort of in the middle there, so that's fine. Small rebellion, small French rebellion, which is going to distract a bunch of my troops. There we go. Head back up to the front, guys. We have a new Western Front, ladies and gentlemen. Reinforcement. I am wasting a little bit of IC there, but I want to keep that up. Just so I don't have to fuck with it all the time. Elections. Yay. Go ahead and unpause it. Okay, so hopefully we'll break the invasion. Something crazy about this as well is the fact that the further inland they get, the better chance they have to sort of reinforce and bring more units over through transports and stuff like that. I should have a pack of U-boats that's out on the Atlantic somewhere. I don't know if they were taken out. I haven't really seen them in a couple minutes. Oh, there is. Huh. We do keep landing troops over here into Norway. That's interesting. Go back to Bitburg HQ. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to try to supply them as well. I mean, all right, let's pause it. I've got new units. Bitburg HQ. How are you doing as far as manpower goes? The Bitburg HQ is responsible for this. He's only down to 941,000 men. Do we have enough into reinforcements? We do. That means we're just getting dudes destroyed. Give you to Bitburg. Very nice. So we're going to have to keep pumping infantry reinforcements into that dude to keep him closer to 1 million men. That's what it's going to take to hold this invasion off. Currently still under 100. Man, Bulgaria keeps asking for Lend-Lease. It was the Ottomans a little while ago. They finally shut up. Okay. New infantrymen. Stormtroopers. We'll give those over to Bitburg HQ as well. Those are badass infantry units, I tell you what. Okay. Man, this is not going too well. Have they taken Paris? I think they took Paris. They did. Now, with taking Paris, that's actually probably going to swing them, yes. That swings the Triple Entente back into the lead as far as overall victory points. Let's make sure we've got some additional infantry companies queued up there. Another 4. Man, we are really being pushed back now. We are losing the war. The great German Empire is under threat. Yeah, you can see, I don't know, it's still sort of back and forth, but they are gaining overall on me there, which is disappointing. May of 1932, so I should have a new infantry company on its way out. There we go. Give you to Bitburg HQ, of course. They're using their air support really well. I did build a shitload of interceptors that should be... Yeah, they're resupplying and trying to get out there and help us. Trying to help us. Just a quick thing to check. Okay. You are in both factions, and factions fight until they surrender. There's no making peace here, guys. There's no making peace. Supplies, bump those up just ever so slightly. Yes, yes, here we go, here we go. We seem to be holding them off around the Belgian border a little bit better. But Bitburg HQ is basically being completely destroyed, as well as Munich HQ. Down to 920,000 men. They've also trapped us now, this entire force. Damn, that sucks. Over 100,000 men have been surrounded in southern France. No supplies. And are taking it on the chin. Okay, so we're going to keep pumping new men into Bitburg HQ there. Need to try and still overpower these guys. God, just getting crushed up through there. Now down to 800,000 men on that front. Mostly because we just took a huge loss of these guys completely destroyed over here in France. They've now actually stepped into Switzerland as well. Bring supplies down significantly. It's going to pump my production up. I need to pump that production up further because, yeah, we need to go ahead and try and pump out as many infantries as we can. God, now down to 750,000 men overall. And it looks like we may lose the war at this point. I mean, that is a crazy turn of events. Munich HQ has been basically destroyed as well. Go ahead and put you into Bitburg HQ. Berlin HQ now. 550,000. Put an objective over here to try and protect us. Help if you can, man. But you know what we should do? Let's pause it. He's got a couple extra 100,000 men that I could probably... Here's 280k. Here, then I'm going to detach from Berlin and send you straight over to Bitburg. So, come on over, men. We need the help. Yeah, he's now up to over 1 million men again to try and fight this off. November is the next time we get an infantry unit. Alright, reinforcement will bump you back up. Cool. Fall of Strasbourg. We lost 1 unity because of that. Actually, our national unity is being killed right now, down to 63%. And that's just because we're losing. We cannot let them break through down here. I mean, this is going to be... It's going to be awful. I'm actually going to give you to Munich HQ to help this little southern flank that they've got going on. And now the Austrians have come to my aid. Thank you, Austria. Big stacks. Oh, this is actually a mix of American and British and triple. These troops are from all over the world. Japanese. That's what's going on. When is our next infantry rollout? January. So produce another division. 2 and 3. Bring those consumer goods up. And let's keep rolling. Now, this is giving me a glimmer of hope. The Austrians pushing through here. If we can cut this pocket off. We did recapture Strasbourg. Excuse me. Fall of... So now that they're taking some of my like German home city stuff, it's killing our national unity. Bitburg HQ, you can go into there. We should still be, yeah, we are still mobilized. We are holding them in the north there, up against Belgium. That's the good news, is we've sort of held tight over here. We did recapture, so we got our 4 unity points back. And I need the Austrians to continue to push. They're moving ever so slowly through the mountains of Switzerland. But my allies, you will be helpful. Yes, you will. Okay. You, sir, are going to go back into Bitburg HQ as well. 1.1 million men now into Bitburg HQ, so that's good. Bump those consumer goods up a little bit. Reinforcement can come down. Still pumping about 55 IC into production. Damn, this southern flank though. Yeah, if the Austrians keep driving this way, it's going to cut off their supplies from all of these guys that they have in Germany. We are trying to overtake them back here. It looks like it might work. Very smart move by the Austrians, who have had just like a fantastic fucking campaign between taking all of the Balkans down here, Bulgaria helping them out as well, and then moving into North Africa as well. It looks like we might do just a complete pincer movement over here and cut these guys off. That would be huge for us. This, even if we do lose, this is exciting. And now we've got a excellent. We've got a small breakthrough up here in the north of France. My men are rolling like crazy, taking back victory points. Don't spread yourselves out too thin, guys. All right, new units available. So we'll go ahead and continue to pump those guys into Munich and Bitburg HQ. New division that I just gave there to Munich. Nice, we did cut off a pocket of them, too. So we'll swallow those guys up. Excellent move, guys. Excellent move. Go ahead and press pause really quickly. Production license inquiry from Republic of China. Well, Republic of China, where do you sit in terms of political beliefs towards us? So I think we're going to allow them. And then, of course, Bulgaria is asking for Lend-Lease. Still a very tight race right now in terms of overall score. We were able to take Paris back, so that was huge. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment if you've enjoyed this content, and we'll catch you next time.